Hey everyone, happy Monday night and welcome to our weekly Facebook Live. My name is Anne Granger and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in the beautiful town of Dorchester, Ontario, Canada. And I'm excited to be with you. Popping on just a few minutes before 7 so Facebook can let you know I'm going live and that gives me a chance to check my settings. I hope you've had a great day. It's been a busy day around here. Actually, the last few weeks have been busy. I have been purging and cleaning and organizing, and the amount of trips I've done to like the dump and the donations is, it's a lot. But I'm on the home stretch and I truly feel like my house has lost like 50 pounds. It's amazing what you find in your storage room. First are like treasures, they take you down memory lane. And second, things you haven't used in like 5 years or more. I had stuff that I probably hadn't touched in 10 years. Time to go, my motto. If I haven't used it in 5, it's gone. But it feels so good. I've been on this cleaning and purging and it truly, truly does feel good. You know, I don't do it every day. I just take a day. If I open a drawer and I'm like, ooh, I have 10 minutes, I clean it. That's what I do. So, I am here. I'm excited to be with you. I'm like de-stressing from the day and I'm just ready to create and craft with you guys. So if you're here, say hi. If you're watching live, you're going to see the red live button up top. And today is Monday, August 11th. Can you believe that? Like we're almost in the middle of August. Like, first of all, I thought the first few weeks of July went really slow, but now I feel like everything is just flying by. And I don't know about you, but I mean, I'm ready for cooler weather. I'm ready for fall decorations. I'm ready for all that pumpkin stuff and apple desserts, but I'm not ready for returning back to work. Not quite yet. I could use another few, like actually just like to retire. That would be even better. Anyways, so I hope you've had a great day. If you're here, say hi. Let me know you're watching and live with me. Chat with me. It's like you're in my craft room and we're creating, we're chatting, and we're having a great time. We're talking about life. Of course, we're eating chocolate and we're just catching up. It truly is a great way to de-stress. Hold on, my puppy is digging at something. Hey, excuse me. No, thank you. He is so tired that he is, okay. So I found myself, let's move this over and we'll get started. So yeah, please like, comment, and share. That is the best way we can introduce more people to this crafting world and the Stamp with Anne community. We want everyone crafting. I truly, truly believe you have to do something in life as a hobby or a passion that makes you feel good and helps you just relax. For some, that's exercising, for going for walks, hiking, knitting, quilting, crafting, whatever it may be. I truly feel we all need something to do and that we all just need a time to escape for a little bit just to relax. So I have a bowl of chocolate here that I am working on. If you come to my classes, you know I have a candy bar in my basement. And because I was in my basement today cleaning out, I decided to grab a little mixture. So I have everything in there. I have plain M&Ms, caramel M&Ms. I'm a huge M&M flavor fan, and chocolate covered blueberries. So I was working on those a little bit this afternoon. So this week, I feel like these are the weeks where everyone's like, oh my gosh, school's starting soon. Like that rush for back to school and September, and we start thinking, but I feel like I know a lot of people that are camping this weekend, are going away or on holidays up north by the lake. And so when I was thinking about what I wanted to do this week, I was like, you know what? I need to showcase the Weekend Adventure stamp set and the Weekend Adventures DSP. It is amazing and I'm excited to show you. So tonight we are going to be creating a scrapbook page. Tomorrow and Wednesday's Facebook Lives, I'm actually going to be doing some cards, and then my samples are going to show you great ways to use your scraps. Because as I was working on my projects yesterday, the weekend, like Saturday was busy. I was cleaning the basement and then I was just busy in the evening. And then Sunday, I literally was just like, ooh, I need a day to decompress. I came in here, I turned on my music, and I just created. And I had all these scraps sitting on my tables from cutting up my projects. And I was like, you know what? I need to make some scrap cards. Like, we got scraps, we need to use them. So that's what I'm going to showcase this week. So, and I just realized I forgot to print off my product of the week and thing. So I will do that for tomorrow. Literally, I'm defrosting a freezer. So I was downstairs dumping water before I came up here. So I totally forgot. So forgive me. I will show them tomorrow on Facebook Live. But let me share with you, where is my stamp set? I got everything else out but the stamp set. Okay, let me flip the camera and I want to grab the stamp set for you. Hold on. Oh, it's right here. It's in my other bin. So we are using this one. It's called Weekend Adventures, which is a single stamp set. Coordinates with the Weekend Adventures scrapbooking products line. And I'm going to show you where you can find that in our annual catalog. And then obviously you can find this online too. But I love it if you're a person who loves to travel and are looking for like travel scrapbooking stuff, because I find, or card making, I find sometimes we don't have them, but this is a great one. Things to do, places to see, take the scenic route, and the adventure starts here. And then there's some other fun ones. So let me flip the camera and we're going to get started. We are actually casing a scrapbook page that I saw in the annual catalog, and I'm going to show you that. So let me flip my camera. You're going to see the beautiful blinds closed because it is blazing hot here today. It is like, as I think, it's like 40 degrees. I literally was outside for like 5 minutes talking to my brother-in-law, and it was so hot. I was like, this is crazy. I'm done with the heat. I don't know about you. And when I've been cleaning, just trying to find myself here. When I've been cleaning, I have found all my fall decorations, and I don't know if you've been shopping. So just making sure I look good here on the camera. I think we're okay. Maybe just play around with it for a minute. I think we're crooked. If you've been shopping, you know that all the fall stuff is coming out. And like I start to see like fall flavored foods, and yeah, so definitely like it's out there. All right, so let's dive into today's Facebook Live. So today, I don't know why I'm so off-centered, but let me just, like, it's just one of those things here. Let me move back here so you can see a little bit. Weekend Adventure, it's a photo palmer stamp set, which is great for two-step stamping. You have this like rustic mug, you have this beautiful flowers, you have like, I love this, things to do and places to see, which is a great greeting. You also have take the scenic route, love this place, adventure starts here, better together. Lots of little different sayings that you can use in and out. Oh, I think we're almost there. If somebody is here watching, I see some people, please let me know what you see and if I'm straight. I feel like I'm like crooked. And I also feel like it's my phone case. Oh, maybe that's better. Sorry. I need to, like, once I get it set up for the week, I leave it, but it's that first initial. Oh, I think that might be a little better. You know what? I'm going to, I think we're just roll with it. Okay, I'll fix it in a minute. So Weekend Adventure is a single stamp set, and it comes and is part of the coordinating product line that goes with the Weekend Adventure scrapbooking workshop kit. I'm going to show you that, and I'm going to show you the others. So in this also you get, so in this collection you get the stamp set, plus you get this beautiful Weekend Adventure Designer Series paper. You can buy just the Designer Series paper, but it also, the neat thing about it, it comes with sticker sheets. So you only get 3 patterns, but you get 4 sheets of each for $12. So you have all these fun ones. Love the plaid. Like, I think that pattern right there would be really great for Halloween. You've got some beautiful trees for your nature. I love this for the camping, and then this you could use for anything. So there's some really nice there. That's called Weekend Adventure Designer Series paper, and that is the number right there. Then with it comes this cool sticker sheet. And I left it full because I wanted to show you all the different ways that you can use this sticker sheet. So these are just like stickers. They're like, you peel them off and you put them. So like lots of different ones. I love this. Take to the trails and travel on foot. What have you, like, I've been saying my daughter loves hiking and mountain climbing and like being in nature. This will be a great pack to share, like create some stuff. I probably would have used some of these on cards, but I also needed to be like, I wanted to show you other ways to use it. So this I will specifically use just for scrapbooking, but I think there's a lot of great ideas in there that you can play. So we're going to use this tonight. We're going to use the Designer Series paper. And I also wanted to show you that in this pack is also coordinating products is two-tone cardstock. So this is the Weekend Adventure two-tone cardstock, and you get, I actually covered it up because I have pieces. You get 12 sheets, so 2 of each color. You get Basic Beige, Cajun Craze, Early Espresso, Misty Moonlight, and Old Olive and Pecan Pie. So it's a really great pack. If you're looking to get into that two-tone cardstock world, it's great. This is the only way we sell our 12 by 12 paper now, is in the two-tone cardstock, which comes in 53 colors. So if you like think about it, there's a dark side and a light side. So really that's almost like 106 colors. So this is the Early Espresso, and as I said, it's two-tone. So you have a dark side and you have a light side. This reminds me of the Stampin' Up's old chocolate chip color. But there's lots you can do with two-tone cardstock. You can rip it, you can tear it. So you can tear it, you can sand it, you can emboss it, you can crumple it. There's a lot you can do, and I'm going to show you some of that tonight. So that is a two-tone cardstock. Now let me show you where you can find these products. So they're in their annual catalog, and you will find this on page 72 and 73. So these, so this is, they call it in the category they call scrapbooking from scratch. So you're making your own pages and things. But they also have, and I'm just going to show you if I can find it here. Where are they? I should have saved it. Oh, Scrapbook Workshop Kits. Right there. So they also have these workshop kits. So if you're new to scrapbooking, these are a great way to learn. You get all the supplies you need to create 6 double layouts. So you get all the die cuts, all the paper, all the instructions. These are a great way to learn or to be introduced to the world of scrapbooking. So you have this, but then they coordinate other products that go with it. And they do that for all of our workshop kits. I don't know why they call them workshop kits. I just call them scrapbook kits. It's just so much easier. So as I said, there's that DSP. So when you order that DSP, you get the DSP and the sticker sheet. Oh, and I just noticed that the wrong number. So you get those, and then there's that two-tone cardstock, and then there's that stamp set. So tonight, I'm going to show you how to create this layout. This was designed by one of the concept artists. I actually fell in love with the layout, and I thought, let's show you how to do this. So we're going to build it together. And the neat thing about this layout, when I looked at it, my daughter just did, it was, oh, what did she call it? The, something Spartan. Oh, I forget. Sunrise. Anyways, it was like, it was a race that was 10 kilometers, but you did 25 different obstacle courses. It was gruesome. Like, she sent me a picture, and like FaceTimed me when she was done, and she was covered in mud from head to toe. I thought this would be great because I love that rustic outdoor look. And it kind of looked like that grungy, so I thought that would be really good for my daughter's photos. So that is what we're going to create tonight. I'm actually going to keep this over here just so I can see. All right, so we have our two-tone Old Olive cardstock. So there's the dark, there is the light. We're using the dark side. I'm just gonna put this over here. And we're just literally going to, I'm gonna see if I can, let me see if I bring this in. Will you guys see it a bit here on my camera? We're literally going to build this. So we're gonna do some tearing, we're gonna do some sanding, and we're going to do, yeah, you can't really see it. We're going to do some tearing, sanding, crumpling. We're doing it all tonight. I'm just gonna put this off to my side so I can see it, but then we'll definitely bring it in to showcase for you. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to grab some Old Olive cardstock, Old Olive ink, and we're going to grab our sponge dabber, and I'm just going to grab a piece of paper. So these are our sponge dabbers. You get 5 in a pack, I think. Ink it up, and we're just going to like rub it, and what we're going to do is just do some like little, like kind of like little splotches here and there. I'm just gonna drop that off and do some more up here. They're gonna be covered, but I just thought it adds a little bit of that grunge look to our thing. So no rhyme or reason, just making it look like that roughish thing. And I'm just gonna kind of probably blend it. You'll get rid of those, and that's okay. I'm gonna cover up some of that stuff. So, okay. You're probably thinking, oh, it's gonna go through an ugly stage before it gets beautiful. Trust me. Okay, so I have gone ahead and cut all the pieces we need because that is just easier for us. And actually, there's no die cutting on this tonight. Can you believe that? Before the first thing I want to do is if you follow me on my Monday Facebook Lives, I would have showed you this last week. It is our basic black marker. This is our old style because it has the thinner. But what I'm doing is I'm using the lid and the lid is in my left hand, the marker is in my right, and I'm going to do a bit of flicking. So it's almost like you're taking a paintbrush and splatting it against the wall. So I'm going to pull down, and I'm literally just going to add some little bit of like splats, I guess you want to call it, around my paper. And I'll bring that up closer so you guys can see. So you can see that I've added like that little bit of speckle in the background. And it just adds it. It's like imagine taking a paintbrush and just dipping it in the paint and then taking it and making like a flick motion. You're gonna have that flick on your, like that splat on your wall. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to start with our pieces. Now, I have pecan pie. And I have a pecan pie ink. We're just gonna do like a little bit of edging around. Just kind of gives it that rustic look. Just, you know, just kind of just pulling it along like this. Okay, so there's that. Now I'm just going to lay things down. We'll piece everything in a bit once I kind of get where I want to be. Okay, so then we have this piece here, and I'm going to do the exact same thing, just kind of, oops, that's just a little bit, oh, I should probably take some ink off. I'll put those towards the bottom, just kind of look like rustic, giving it that old look. Okay, so we're going to tuck this in here. And as I said, for right now, we're just gonna lay things down and then I have this paper and this paper. So this is the Cajun Craze two-tone. So there's the darker, there's the light. And what I've done is I've already was like tearing it just because I was creating my layout yesterday. I was like figuring out. So let's just like I kind of do these edges and just kind of like that. So we're actually going to adhere that to that. Now it's funny, this back side is stripes, and depending on the way you look at it, it can be early espresso, but I also see basic black. So I guess it just depends on the light and how it's going. So we're just gonna put this here. And what I like about that is now that we've tore it, we have that white core with a little bit of sponging, but we see the paper behind it, which I think is so neat. Okay, we can go ahead, we're going to go ahead and put this one down. Okay, and as I said, we're just gonna cover up, actually I kind of like this side better, some of that rustic look, and we're gonna go ahead and put this one down. And I'm going to put it kind of like on a little bit of, you know what, I may just do a little bit of, just like that, okay? Now we're going to bring in this piece and we're gonna put it there, but before I do that, we've got some other pieces to add. I just wanna make sure, yeah, okay, so let's put this down, just like that. And then I have these little, I have all these pieces here beside me. This little, oh, there it was. This little black strip, or I guess early espresso, or however you want to call it. And we're just going to put it kind of like here. Okay. Now I have this big piece here, and we are definitely going to add some rustic look to that. Just like that. Just, you can see how it just like kind of adds to the edges, right? And now you could tear it if you're not. I'm okay with that. So we're just going to kind of put that like that. But before I do that, I want to put a piece down here. So this is our Mossy Mellow, which is the two tones of dark and light. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to crumple it. I know, I can hear you guys. You're all going, what are you doing, Ann? You're crumpling it. You're crushing it. That is what it's meant to do. This is our two-tone paper. It's meant for crumbling. It's meant for squishing. It's meant for everything. Now look, when you do that, you get this like little fun, and you know what? You could do it again. You could do it as much as you want and get it as however you want. Let's just see. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take this and do a little bit of sanding just to show you. I went and raided the garage to find some sanding pieces, and see how when I just sanded, which I do actually need to get like a sanding block. So if anyone has a suggestion on where to find one, please let me know. See, when I sanded it, does not just age it and make it look so much better. Okay, wow, it makes it look fun. So let's bring this back in, and we're going to go ahead and put this down. Now, when I do crumple, I like to put the tape really close to the edges, and I want more of this one showing. And we're just going to tuck this under here. So just that a little bit of showing. So now I can go ahead and adhere this down. All right, so we're just going to put that in there like that. Now over on this side, we're going to do some little bit of trees. So let's go ahead and sponge that up again. So I'm just going to bring in that pecan pie color. As I said, these products are available in our 2025 annual catalog, and they're also available in our, hold on here, I'm trying to find my piece that I need. Oh, this is it, yeah. In our annual catalog and online. Just looking, so this is the piece we're going to use right here. And then we're going to have like a little piece that goes here. So I'm just going to adhere this one down. It's just like a little bit of underneath so you can see. So what I'm going to do here is I'm actually going to put a photo. And then this is going to be like where my writing would go. So I'm actually just going to put a little bit of tape right now so that I can just, you know what, let's just put it up there. So then this is where a photo would go. Like I would put like probably like a 4x4 here. And now we're going to tuck this under and we're going to tape that down. So just kind of like we're doing a little bit of layering and just really making it fun, like a fun little element. And I'm just gonna line that up there. So there's that. Now, I've gone ahead and stamped, because I was playing around yesterday, so I went ahead and stamped the flower image from the stamp set. So here's the stamp set. I used Mossy Mellow ink on Mossy Mellow cardstock. Now, I chose not to, I did the dark side, I didn't really like it. I went with the light side, and we are going to put that just down here, just as like a little element. So let's go ahead and adhere that down. So it's just like that. Okay, so we kind of, if I bring my book in, let me move my ink pad for a minute. If I bring my elements, my catalog in, you can see we've done like that little bit of white, we have our blue, we have this piece, we have the black, we have the brown, I got a little bit of brown showing, the Cajun, and then we built this element down here. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna build the element on the side. So what we do is we have that two-tone cardstock. Let's crumple it up again. I know, you're like, Anne, that's crazy. I know, it is. And what I'm actually gonna do is we're gonna use the dark side and we're gonna just like rip a little bit, if I can get it here, a piece. Okay, and now I'm just gonna move this and we're gonna do a little bit of sanding. My favorite way to use the two-tone paper is definitely sanding. I love using it with the embossing folders. That is like my favorite way. All right, so we can go ahead and put this down. And we're gonna just kind of put that on the side. Now we have, this is another one of our trees. So we're going to put some of that pecan pie. I almost said soft suede, but that was a color from a long time ago. We don't have that color anymore. Okay, so there's that, and we are going to put this just kind of like down here. So let's go ahead and do that. And literally I'm just building the page. Like, so my page, like focal point will go kind of here and up there. All right, so, and I actually can put that, I have this, this is my photo mat. So if I put that there, you can kind of see how things are starting to come together. And I'm actually just going to, let's see this, just put a little bit of tape so that I can kind of just put that like just up a little bit. So there's that, just kind of so you can see those elements. Now we have a strip going down this way, actually going this way. Actually, I don't need that big of a piece, so let me just cut it here, and then I can use it. Like I said, like when you hold it up, it does look early espresso, but in some lights, it looks black. We're gonna tuck this in here, but I think that would be a great pattern for Halloween, if you're a person who likes to do Halloween stuff. Okay, so there's that. Now I have this big, there's that square, I have this. We're gonna do just a little bit of tearing down the side here. Okay, and then we're going to bring in, good thing I ordered more sponge dabbers on my order because it's starting to fray. You can see it's starting to come off in my things. Just kind of like doing that a bit. All right, so let's bring that in, and we're gonna kind of put that here. So let's go ahead and hear that down. Now, I tried to print some pictures on the weekend. Actually, my friend was here, and I was printing pictures, and my Canon selfie died. I don't even know, like it printed one picture, and then I don't know if I hit something, but then it wasn't printing again, and I was getting upset. So now I was like, so it's on my table for me to try tomorrow. That was my goal, was to tackle it today, but I didn't get to it, so I will get to it. All right, so I just put that piece in there. I have this piece here, and we're just going to go ahead and add a little bit of that brown to it, or that pecan. Oh, see, it's all coming off here. Definitely need some new sponge dabbers. I would love to know, is this something you've tried or is this new to you? We're gonna put this down here, and I actually have this piece here, and we're also going to ink that up. So once again, let me bring this in just to show you. So hitting the sponge dabber, and then I'm just dabbing off on this side. My poor puppy is so tired. He went with us for a little adventure ride today. And then my mom and dad were out, so he hasn't really slept. He's fast asleep now, which I'm sure, I'm just moving this out and you'll see the little, I lost my pieces in the garbage because there was like little spots from my sponge dabber, and I was like, no. Okay, so we are going to put this down, and we are going to put this one down. So let's do that. So we're just gonna kind of tuck this under, here, hold on. I need to pull these up. Okay, so we're just kind of tuck this under here, like that. And then we're gonna put this blue one down like that. So it just kind of like, I like this paper because it has like the directions and stuff on it. And then I think that is all we have. Okay, so I'm gonna move my ink pad out of the way for a minute. We're going to just put a little bit more tape. Okay, so now we just have a few more things to do. Oops, I have another tree stamp, so I have that. So let's go ahead and pop that down. Once again, I said I did a little bit of stamping just ahead to save some time. So we're just gonna tuck that in there. Now, you're like, that looks like a hot mess. You're right, it does look like a hot mess. But I have a few more things to add, and I think it will all come together. So, if I was to get, actually, let me show you. Okay, let me grab them. I decided to finally order the virtual album kit. So if you're new to scrapbooking, it's a great kit. It takes you through the months where I'm going to have a whole scrapbook for the year. So I'm super excited. That's going to be like my project for me. And I'm so excited to work on it. Okay, so if I was to bring in some photo pages here, I will show you what I'm doing. So this is like, do they have, they all just go one way. Okay, so this would be my 3x4 photo. And then this is going to be my 4x4 photo, and I'm going to come in a bit that way. And then I'm going to come in over here with probably like a 3x3. You know what? I could probably even put a 4x4 here. Let me see. Yeah. So if I look at this page, and then I would probably add, so if I look at this, I would add like a 3x4 here, a 4x4 here, and I got that little bit, and I'm just gonna leave those there so you can see the placement. Now we're gonna do a little bit of stamping, so let me bring in what I need. I'm just gonna move this out of the way here just for a minute, and we'll bring that back in. I have this, so it's very vanilla. Can I just tell you, I can't tell you the last time I used very vanilla cardstock. I always use basic white. So I'm so excited that Stampin' Up! Actually brings out paper that makes us use different colors, because I haven't used it in so long. And I keep thinking, why haven't I used this color? It's beautiful. I need to use it more. Okay, here is our very vanilla. I have put our photo palmer, and the one thing I love about photo palmer stamps is that A, you can see through it, but B, you can also like, so if you let it sit, it like spreads it out, just lets it rest. Oops, how about put it the other way in? And then, so just let it sit there for a minute, and then it just rests, and then goes like that, and then like that. So we're going to stamp this in Early Espresso. So let me bring that in. I just ordered myself a new Early Espresso ink pad. Some of my ink pads, I feel like you do need to replace at some point. I've been a demonstrator for 18 years, and a lot of them I still have, and some like have been for a while, so definitely need to change them out. Okay, I have that. I've inked it up in Early Espresso, and I'm just going to bring it in and stamp. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Okay, so let me just spray my ink pad here. It's somewhere to the side. Oh my gosh, I've got like such a mess. Okay, so I'll just leave that here. I'm gonna take this off. Now, what we're gonna do, and I've already done this just to save us some time, I stamped the little arrow in pecan pie and fussy cut it out, so we're gonna need to do that. So I just stamped it on very vanilla. We're going to grab our little thing, and we're just gonna put the adventure starts now. In the scrapbook page design, it actually had the here done in a different color, which I thought was a really neat idea. So I've already stamped it in Cajun Craze, and I just cut it out. I used my little mini paper cutter to trim it up. And we're just gonna put glue dots, just as easy. And we're gonna start here. This can be used for anything. You could use like the adventure starts here. It could be maybe you're going on a day trip and you want to give a card to somebody, be like, hey, let's go on an adventure. Maybe you're like somebody just graduated and they're starting a new adventure or a new job. Like you could use this stamp for a lot of different reasons. Okay, let me bring back in our page and show you. So if I just kind of put that there, I'm just going to kind of just set it here for you. That will be my photo there. This will be my photo here. And then my adventure is going to go across. Now, actually, we need to do a little bit of sponging. So let me just slowly do that. You can see my sponges here. I'm actually going to do it this way. My sponge has seen the better life. Good thing I have some sponges on my way in my order. I think I need to order some more. I would love to know, what is your best tip for storage of sponge daubers? How do you store them? Do you use them? How do you store them? I would love to know. Okay, so that is actually going to go like right kind of, so if my picture is kind of like down here, this is just kind of going to sit right there. Now, I'm hoping I can get my printer to work and then I'll take pictures to show you what the finish looks like. But then what we're going to do is, let me bring in some of these little stickers so I can show you where I would put them. Okay, so let me just clean up some space here so I have some room to show you that. Okay, so I'm going to bring back in this sticker sheet, and I'm going to use the one, I'm actually going to use, and I probably could do some of this. So see this right here, we're going to cut it. I'm going to cut it right here, and we're just going to take it off. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to follow the trim line and trim off. So there's that one. And I think I'm just going to cut it there. All right, so those are our sticker sheets. Now, this is actually going to tuck just down here. So if I put this just kind of like down there. So there's our little sticker sheet. Now, I will probably put like some type of journaling here. I probably will use the just a note dies to put something here and here. I will eventually put, you know what, maybe I'll just do a little bit of tape just to show you. So if I put this down here, and then this will just kind of go in there, but I will pop that up so then I will be able to put my pictures around. You know what, let me do that so I can show you what that looks like. And I'm using these, I'm really trying to use up things. I don't think you can see the black through, can you? No. These black dimensionals that I have. You know, I'm just on this cleaning and purging. I'm trying to like use up what I have. So let's just pull that down. Now, I'm actually going to be really strategic of where I place this so I don't stick it on my photos. So if I just go like that, let's see here. Actually, you know what? I'm just going to take this off for now because I want to be able to slide my photos. Revert. We're taking this off. I'm only going to put one down for now because I want to be able to put my photos in and underneath. Like I said, if I can get my printer to working, I will print my pictures and show you what that looks like. So that'll go like that. now, I think I need to just add a little bit of tape up here. We have like a little heart, so let's bring that in, and I can go ahead and pop that up. So, you know, you can pop these sticker dies up. It works perfectly well on there. And we're just gonna kind of put it, so if my photo was to go here, just kind of like right there, so you can pop that up there. So that's kind of just gonna tuck under, so it'll just sit like that. And then I'll probably put like a little label there. And then I will probably put another one of these little sticker things. So let's do that. I'll peel that off, and we're going to trim it. And then we're going to use the way that it goes, actually like this. Okay. And then we're going to just kind of, I'm just going to put that down, tuck it under here. And then just like that. I'm going to leave it like that just so I can get my photo there, and then I can put my photo under. All right, and then I will, you know, you can journal there. I can journal here. They've got some like little thing like an exciting day. It's time for an adventure. I can use some of those stickers. Once I figure out my photos, I think that would be fun to put down. And then I can do some like here's like a little label. So I could use that down here, and then I could just cut that off. Actually, that's what I might do. So let's just see. So see how this is here. I'm just going to cut that off. I don't really want that little circle. And then I will put that down here. Oops. So that we can do some little bit of journaling and say where that picture was taken. So kind of like building it up, and as I said, I'm going to try my printer tomorrow and try to print just a few more pictures so you can see. But as I said, I'm going to put my daughter's race. I got some really good, there was a professional photographer there, I got some really great shots of her, and I just think it's a fun one. And then I might use like, you know, exciting day, having fun, like I can put some of those around once I'm done with it. But for now, that is our scrapbook page for tonight, showcasing the weekend adventure, designer series paper, and sticker sheet. As I said, it's just one of those things where it's fun to build up. Like it has a lot of layers, but we built it up, and I think I love the final results, and I think it'll be so great for my daughter's pictures, because her pictures, like I said, were covered. She was covered in mud from head to toe, and I think this is just a great way. It has that grunge look to it, that rustic grunge look, and I think it'll be a great way to showcase that. So I'm going to upload this video. I'm going to try to do it tonight. I think my puppy is sleeping for a little bit, so I might be able to do it. And upload this video to YouTube. And if not tonight, it'll be up tomorrow. It'll be on my YouTube channel, and it'll be on my blog. And I do give you the measurements for all these little pieces so that you can redo this. And I've also listed the supplies that I used. So that you can recreate this if you have a fun adventure. This would be a great camping page. You could totally mirror this and make it a double page. You know, like you can totally do however you want. I just think it was a really fun page that I wanted to show you what that looked like. So, thank you so much for joining me tonight. Tomorrow, set your alarms. So tomorrow I will be live at 11 a.m. Eastern time in the morning, and I will be showcasing you a card. And then set your alarms for Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern time. I will be showing you another set of cards. And then I have tons of samples to share with you all week, showcasing this fun set. I think this is one set that I will hold, and it will be in my my collection. And the only reason I do say that is because I like things to do, places to see, take the scenic route. Those are some great travel verses, and the adventure starts here. I just think that I love this place. My card on Wednesday, I actually show you how to use these two pieces for not just like an everyday birthday card. and then again tomorrow. So most of my designs focus on that like masculine touch, but I do have one that's like kind of like you could use for like a birthday card. So just try to show you to think outside the box and different ways to use this. So if you're watching on the replay, I would love to know what you think. I know this is a busy time of year as we all get back into the school routine. I know a lot of my friends in the US, their families have already gone back. And the countdown is on. It's like really, we only have a few more weeks of summer. So thank you so much for joining me tonight. Have a great rest of your evening. And I will see you guys tomorrow or day, wherever it might be. But I will be back with you tomorrow at 11 a.m. Eastern Time. So thanks for joining me and have a great rest of your evening or day. Talk to you soon. Bye.